Hello, and welcome to the one and only channel on YouTube dedicated to educating the viewers on how to improve financial literacy. Financial Legends is here to be the means by which you finally accomplish the rise and prosperity you've always dreamed of. This video will show you how Jamie Dimon rose to become the most influential banker in the United States. Jamie Dimon is a well-known figure in the American financial industry and the current head of JPMorgan Chase. Before we get in today's video, make sure you like and subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you will know when we post new videos. Now let's get down to business. Wall Street financier Jamie Dimon rules supreme over this monetary establishment. Jamie Dimon was raised in a family of bankers. Being educated privately and spending summers in the mountains, Dimon's upbringing seems almost too ideal. Although his upbringing in Colorado has been the envy of other kids his age, for little Jamie, it hasn't been enough. From the beginning, Jamie has been driven by a desire to surpass his family's financial legacy. Jamie Dimon, who is only 28, believes he is the pinnacle of the financial world. Jamie Dimon's career soars after working for American Express's president. Jamie Dimon knows that if he can help Sanford Wheel become American Express's top executive, the company will one day be his. In the meantime, Sanford Wheel and Jamie Dimon are obliged to hunt elsewhere for deals. They are aiming to take over a smaller company, then utilize it to take over bigger companies. Before long, they uncover just the firm from an odd place. Commercial Credit is a loan company in Baltimore targeting middle and lower class clients, individuals who shop at Walmart. Sanford Wheel asks Jamie Dimon to investigate the firm for possible acquisition, and Dimon returns with a stunning result. Jamie Dimon has always been the kind to have unconventional ideas. When was the time you've ever had an unconventional idea? Share your answers in the comment section below. Dimon saw the company as a very appealing offer because it had many liquid assets and numerous expenses that may be reduced. Jamie Dimon sees Commercial Credit as an undervalued company he can turn around. Sanford Wheel bought 10% of the company and sold 80% to the public. Jamie Dimon, in his early 30s, invests $425,000 in the company. They raised $850 million, making investments profitable immediately. Sanford Wheel appoints Dimon as CFO and rewards his devotion with stock options. Wheel and Dimon trimmed costs by 10% on the first day after taking over Commercial Credit. After 1 year, they make $100 million in profit and 18% return on equity. Wheel and Dimon sense an opportunity as many companies and countries struggle. With a healthy financial sheet, Commercial Credit is the fittest. They buy back cheap shares and buy faltering enterprises for cheap. Over the next decade, they became the most prolific deal makers, even devouring a larger business, Primerica, with Jamie Dimon as the deal's architect. By the end of the century, they've built Citigroup. Sanford Wheel is now the king of Wall Street as CEO of Citigroup. And Dimon is president, but his true role is overseeing Citigroup's investment funds. Jamie Dimon is close to becoming the most influential financier. He'll soon be Citigroup's CEO. An economic upswing may be seen throughout the 1990s. The United States has a fiscal surplus for the first time in its history. After working under the tutelage of Sanford Wheel for 15 years, Jamie Dimon is dismissed in November 1998. It's payback time, huh? The best form of payback is spectacular achievement, like he did with Commercial Credit. Dimon will use another company as a springboard to create an empire larger than Citigroup. In 1999, much to his delight, an ideal chance presented itself to him. There is just one individual who can turn a bank around: Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon invests practically all his wealth in Bank One equities worth more than $50 million as a sign that he means business. Dimon stakes his future on Bank One, but it's possible that he miscalculated how awful the company really is. Dimon will have to take actions that no one is prepared to do in order to whip the corporation into shape. He slashes CEO salaries, sell underperforming firms, and fires 12,000 workers over the course of the following 12 months in order to reduce costs. Dimon's moves please Wall Street. Stock rises because someone is willing to work hard. Jamie Dimon wants a solid balance sheet. If your balance sheet is a true fortress, not one you convince yourself of, with valuable assets and reasonable leverage, you'll be prepared for shock absorption. Bank One earns $2.6 billion a year later. Jamie Dimon has turned the company around with pure will. But the goal has always been to have a solid balance sheet and gobs of capital to conduct transactions. Bank One stocks tripled the market's return under Jamie Dimon's supervision. Bank One is booming in 2003. Jamie Dimon has been scheming his comeback since leaving Citigroup. He's known as a tough turnaround specialist who'll do anything to save a company. One Wall Street bank wants this quality. Both Bank One and JPMorgan are seeking commercial deals. JPMorgan can use Bank One to expand its branch banking operation. But getting Jamie Dimon as William Harrison's successor makes the purchase attractive. After a year of consolidation, Jamie Dimon becomes CEO of JPMorgan Chase, the second largest bank in the US. Finally reaching the dream! Go Dimon! After taking over JPM, he begins restructuring it in his normal way, slashing costs, altering incentives, and establishing a fortress balance sheet. JPM must make more money to beat Citigroup and become Wall Street's leader. Dimon knows it's difficult. Citigroup leads the market's wild exuberance. The housing downturn will be 2007's defining business narrative. Jamie Dimon has reduced JPMorgan Chase subprime mortgage exposure since taking CEO. The federal government didn't understand the problem then. The Republican president didn't want to nationalize a bank, which only Democrats do. After 85 years in business, Wall Street icon Bear Stearns is being sold to JPMorgan Chase for $2 per share. To put that in perspective, Bear Stearns shares were selling for $170 per share just a year ago, so the current offer is far below the price. Bear Stearns sold to JPM for $10 per share, calming the nerves of the company's investors. As a result, JPMorgan would be worse off after purchasing Bear Stearns. The purchase solidified JPMorgan's standing as a reliable financial institution and propelled Jamie Dimon to the pinnacle of his field. By year's end 2008, just Jamie Dimon remains. Dimon has succeeded to the throne of the Morgans. In his spare time, Sanford Wheel has been following the progress of the storm. He now understands that firing Jamie Dimon was probably the worst decision of his life. Ah, how sad you must have been, Sanford Wheel. Their relationship is fraught, like that of a father and son, but I have no doubt that Sanford Wheel is quietly pleased with Jamie Dimon's success. By 2020, Jamie Dimon, once again, is the last man standing. He now is the only CEO remaining on Wall Street who survived the 2008 recession. What separates Jamie Dimon from other corporate leaders is that he's a highly principled person. In other words, you get exactly what you see. He treats himself and everyone else in accordance with the set of principles he has developed. And just like that, our video now comes to an end. If you found it helpful, please give a thumbs up. Do you have video suggestions? If you do, comment them below. Having said that, make sure you subscribe and enable notifications. I appreciate you stopping by. Be back for more.